collective reading for the new year. Or this could be a timeless reading whenever you come across this video. It can just be the rest of the year. Do a few of these shuffles. So much easier to shuffle without gloves. Watchers, let us... Okay, some cards just start popping out, so I'm gonna start grabbing those. So we have the Emperor. Oh yeah, I like that. You're in your power, and it's really important when you're in your power. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, but you also wanna associate yourself with people who have similar vibes and values, because it's just that energy will rub off on you. And, you know, it's good to inspire people, but at the same time, when you really wanna stay in your power, especially when you're someone of authority, it's really key. And if you look at that scroll on the bottom, has the scrolls of various what looks like constellations, and yeah, I'm just really getting royal type of vibes, and you know, channeling that higher spiritual energy, seeking to the stars and astrology, being guided and vibing with other beings. So yeah, there's a dog sleeping by him, cat. Yeah, blue's a really significant color, and they say that blue's a real royal color, so you might be drawn to that more so than usual, or you might already like that color, but take that into consideration with feng shui, whether that's a color you are surrounding yourself with or choose to incorporate with how you have your place decorated, or who you are. But see how the sky is, it's blue too, but it's more of a purple color. So I'm seeing purple and blue, very majestic. All right, the High Priestess. Oh yeah. So, wow. So yeah, lots of books. There's runes. Gazing into the ball, the crystal ball. Scrying into it. And then there's the cards. But I find what's interesting is a lot of our focus is on the crystal ball. It's using that magical tool. So I would say you might have a lot around you, a lot of information going on in your head, a lot of information from the spirits, a lot of words and things. It's just get into that state, focus on strengthening your mind, because that's where a lot of your power is going to come from. And yeah, it's great to have tarot cards, obviously, the runes, there's a lot of books and all that, but really hone in on one specific divination tool. And I feel like that's what she's doing. She's focusing on one specific, and it doesn't even have to just be with magic. Say with art, you have a lot of like stuff going on. For example, if you're a painter and then you have books on how to paint portraits, and then you have various figures that you like to take inspiration from to draw or paint from to get the shape of things. Just there's so many different aspects of it, but it's just more putting your focus on what you need to focus on, I think is really key with that. And you know, the High Priestess card is very abundant. So far we've gotten some really powerful cards. The Emperor, the High Priestess, and then we have Judgment. Oh yeah. I feel as though with this, it's showing to get into your roots. For me, this is what I've had to do, is get into really just listening to music. What gets you at a high vibrational state? Because a lot of the times music really does that. And see, even there's the butterfly. It's a great symbol of transformation. The cat's going through it. This witch in you, yeah, just that dance, that looseness, going with the flow. But I feel as though this Judgment card, when I hear the word judgment, this is just giving me a different type of judgment. It's more of just, it's almost like less judgment. It's just, this is just more free and tuning in with music. I feel as though that's gonna just shift things more in your favor. Music has different tones and vibrations, and it's one of the most powerful ways to shift things in your life. Definitely for a while, even maybe the past few years, I noticed that when I'm not playing music and I don't have a lot of music around me, it's there's definitely something off. So focus on what kind of music do you like to? What's your ultimate favorite band? What are your favorite bands? What are some new music and some new inspiration? And I just feel like that's really gonna get you going on your path. But don't play the music too loud. Don't get too distracted, because you still need to do what you gotta do. Alright, some clarifiers with these messages for the collective for this coming year. Ooh. Okay. There's definitely some darkness going on. But yeah, with that, we have the Death card. Or 13. And I see, just if you see that rope, it looks as though it's not lasting very long. So focus on what are some connections that you just need to get rid of. That people that you think about, people that aren't serving you, what connections do you need to remove? Because once you do, more doors are going to open up behind you. Are there certain objects that you have that you feel as though remind you of certain people you shouldn't be thinking about anymore? It's good to just let go. And it might take a while, and you might have to do a ritual or ask for help from the watchers or your guides on removing these energetic cords. And sometimes it can be easier said than done. I've recently had to do this, and I was amazed at when I got rid of certain items. Even people that it's been years since I've had a good connection with them, it opened doors immediately. So getting rid of items and just showing that you're not attached to that, it will help bring in new opportunity. Oh wow. This is pretty brutal. Ten of Swords. Wow. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of chaos going on here. Even the cat chasing someone away. The feather falling down. They say that birds are very powerful spiritual symbols. So, in this case, try and connect more with your spiritual deities and pay attention to signs that you get from nature. Also, have some protection. And I feel as though you are protected. But it's good to avoid really dark, chaotic situations. This cat, and cats can be protectors. They can be, some say that cats can really, see things that aren't quite often visible. Spiritual beings, they can just ward off unnecessary spirits. So, and then if you see the person grabbing for the broom, which is a magical symbol too, I feel so once you kind of are able to remove those energetic blockages, as shown with the Death card, turn to more whatever your spirituality, whatever you feel like you need to, even if it's just simply meditating. I feel like there's just a lot of anguish with what's going on in the world, and it's going to help balance you out. With that, also completion of this anguish. Maybe there's just a lot on your mind. We have this Three of Swords. This with the journal, it's just, I feel as though there's a lot of treachery with your heart, and it can be any kind of treachery. It could be romantic, friendship, even just any kind of relationship you have with human beings, I feel. And just with the rain outside, and then there's the bird out there. I feel like the bird is really trying to get your attention too. And there's just a lot of emotions, and it's just overwhelming. And it's interesting how even the pen has feather on it. So it's also connecting to that bird type energy. Connect with feathers. I feel like they just have different spiritual and magical properties, very unique to them. Ethically sourced, of course. But I would say don't worry too much. Let the rain do its thing, cleansing away. There's always going to be treacherous people. Just pay attention, take note of how you feel, and move on. Don't let that feeling last too long. Let's get 3 more cards here. Some more clear and direct messages from the collective. And for me, I'm channeling this upcoming year in particular. I don't think there's going to be as much chaos as people think there's going to be. I feel like a lot of people are kind of waiting for it. But just it's almost too predictable, just too expected to have just so much chaos. Hey, it could happen, but I don't think it's going to be as chaotic as people think it's going to be. Oh yeah, King of Pentacles. Lovely. There's just so much just enjoyment of the finer things in life, and the abundance of the growing of the grapes. I believe that's a cow with the flowers around it. Even the animals just look so abundant and at peace. So I'd say indulge in the finer things in life with what you're capable of doing. And just having gratitude, because with that gratitude comes such abundance. It's kind of like just knowing. Kings are often very confident, and it's just yeah, calling it. I got it. Because sometimes if you're in a state of fear or lack, that's kind of the signal you're giving out to the universe. And sometimes the energy and vibe you give is kind of what you're going to receive. So if you notice the vines just growing up on the leg too. Don't get too comfortable though. I see the abundance coming up, but move around and be in that gratitude, but also be prepared. Okay? We have the Two of Swords. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, she's really on top of it. Mastering your craft. What's a thing this year that you really want to focus on, that you've been wanting to focus on more than anything? To the point where you practice it so much. Just look at that like bullseye. And those around her just observing. So yeah, I would say it's good to have a lot of different things going on, but have one, especially one thing that you really want to master this year with focus. Think about what that one thing is, because this is the time, especially with the broom near it too. You know you need to focus your time on. But what's that one thing that maybe you've been putting off that you could still really benefit from mastering? Think about it. And then lastly, we have the Page of Wands. Yeah, so I see a new beginning. The cat's kind of looking, even the lizard's looking like, hey, what's up, man? Come on, aren't we supposed to go? And he's just kind of starting, but taking it easy. Still, there's little stars and there's energy coming off the wand, so that's a good start. But I would say with what you want to focus on and master, have more momentum in the beginning, all right? And especially right now with the place that you're at. And I like how like there's a lot of contrast with the leaves and everything too. So there's like the green and the orange, and then green and warm tones in the outfit, and just there's a lot of just that warm, quick starting kind of energy. So I would say go with that and go hard and listen to your intuition. You don't want to go too quick, but at the same time, listen to what others are saying around you. I have a good feeling about this new start, and with the momentum of the magic that's around you. Even things that are mundane, you can just still have that magical vibe to it, where it's still fun, it's still exciting. So there's a tarot video here and a tarot video here. Take your pick.